What if I told you the ancients knew something about living well that we've completely forgotten, something so powerful could transform your entire existence? While we chase happiness through screens and status, the Greeks discovered true fulfillment 2,500 years ago. Despite our technological advances and material wealth, studies show we're more anxious, depressed, and disconnected than ever before. What did the ancients know that we've lost? In ancient Athens, philosophers like Aristotle didn't just teach abstract theories, they provided practical virtues for living a fulfilled life. 3 of these virtues have been almost entirely erased from our modern consciousness. These forgotten virtues weren't just nice ideas, they were considered essential for human flourishing. Without them, the Greeks believed a person couldn't truly live well. What if the key to escaping our modern discontent has been hiding in plain sight for millennia? What if these ancient virtues could free you from the prison of comparison, anxiety, and emptiness you might not even realize you're in? The first forgotten virtue, sophrosine. Sophrosine means excellence of character through moderation and self-knowledge. Not self-denial, but knowing exactly what's enough. A concept almost alien in our more is better culture. While we're bombarded with messages to consume more, want more, be more, the Greeks understood that true happiness comes from wanting what you already have. How different would your life be with this mindset? Research shows that people who practice moderation in consumption and self-restraint report 60% higher levels of life satisfaction. Yet modern society has convinced us that excess is the path to happiness. What one area of your life could benefit most from sophrosine? Where are you pursuing excess when moderation would bring more peace? The second forgotten virtue, phronesis. Phronesis is practical wisdom, the ability to know the right action in any situation. Not just intelligence, but wisdom that comes from experience, reflection, and moral clarity. We live in the age of information, but suffer from a devastating wisdom famine. We know more facts than any generation in history, yet struggle to make good decisions in our daily lives. The Greeks believed phronesis couldn't be taught through books alone. It required mentorship, reflection, and deliberate practice. When was the last time you truly reflected on your experiences rather than just living through them? Studies show that people who practice reflective decision-making make choices they regret 70% less often than those who decide impulsively. Yet our culture celebrates quick reactions over thoughtful responses. What recent decision are you facing that could benefit from phronesis? How might your future self wish you had acted in this moment? The third forgotten virtue, eudaimonia. Eudaimonia isn't just happiness, it's human flourishing at its highest level, not fleeting pleasure or emotional highs, but a deep sense of living well and fulfilling your unique potential. Modern society has sold us a hollow version of success, external achievements, status, and possessions. The Greeks knew these were empty without alignment with your deeper purpose and values. Research from Harvard's 80-year happiness study reveals that quality relationships, not achievement or wealth, are the strongest predictor of life satisfaction. The Greeks understood this millennia ago. Eudaimonia requires living authentically, but not as others expect, but in alignment with your true nature. In a world of endless comparison and conformity, this may be the most radical act of all. What would pursuing eudaimonia look like in your life? What activities make you lose track of time and feel most alive? These 3 virtues weren't meant to be practiced in isolation. Together, they form a powerful system for living, moderation, wisdom, and flourishing, each reinforcing the others. What's most shocking is how deliberately these virtues have been erased from our modern consciousness. A society of moderate, wise people seeking true fulfillment doesn't fuel endless consumption or blind ambition. Imagine how different your life could be if you embraced these forgotten virtues. The freedom from comparing yourself to others, the clarity in making difficult decisions, the deep satisfaction of living authentically. You don't need to transform your entire life overnight. The Greeks believed virtue was cultivated through daily practice. One small change in how you approach consumption, decision-making, or authenticity can begin the transformation. Which of these three virtues resonated most deeply with you? What's one tiny step you could take today to bring that virtue into your life? The ancients weren't perfect, but they understood something fundamental about human flourishing that we've forgotten. Their wisdom has survived millennia because it speaks to something timeless within us. What if the answers to our modern discontent aren't found in the newest self-help book or productivity hack, but in wisdom that has already stood the test of time for thousands of years? The most profound transformation often comes not from adding something new to your life, but from rediscovering something ancient that was lost. Something that has always been waiting for you to remember it. Which virtue will you begin with? Share in the comments which forgotten Greek wisdom you're most drawn to, and join others who are rediscovering these transformative ancient truths. The ancient Greeks believed these virtues were the pathway to the good life. What if they were right all along? What might change if you carried this forgotten wisdom with you every day? This is just the beginning. The ancients left us a treasury of wisdom that could transform not just individual lives but our entire society. Follow for more forgotten wisdom that still has the power to change everything.